This is my backyard, and although I'm extremely grateful to live on the water, I wouldn't consider it to be the greatest of fishing destinations. In fact, if you asked me to list my top 10 favorite cities when targeting trophy fish, my hometown wouldn't even make the cut. But the thing is, like many of you, I don't always have the luxury of traveling to epic locations when I want to catch some fish. So in today's video, I am giving myself two simple parameters. 1, catch multiple species of trophy fish, and 2, do it while never leaving my neighborhood. Now, in order to be successful fishing less fruitful waters, it is imperative that you adapt your game plan to your environment. And since there's no shortage of dock pilings in these canals, we're gonna start this backyard mission chasing the crustacean munching fish that call this ecosystem home. So the ticket to catching these big smart sheepshead is gonna be having the right bait. So as you can see, this is one of the beauties of having the Ginu. We're about to approach this little tiny creek, and on either side of the creek are mangrove trees. And what we're looking for is something called a mangrove tree crab. And they're these little tiny black crabs that hang in the roots of the mangroves. If you went by without really paying attention, you would never see these things. But once you get an eye for it, you can really dial them in. So we're gonna load up a bucket full of them and then go try to get these sheepshead. But first, let me show you how I catch these things. So what I like to do is go really, really slow. I'm using my trolling motor right now. And my eyes are completely peeled on the roots of these mangrove trees. And I'm looking for any kind of movement. These crabs are actually pretty intelligent if you ask me, and they'll wrap around the other side of the tree and you won't see them. So the slower you go, the better. It's gonna give you more time to see if there's any type of movement. Everything looks completely still, but you might just catch a little bit of their claw or one of their little legs moving around the corner, and that's how you know there's one there. And then I'll show you the technique I like to do to catch them. It's almost like you use the tree as a barrier between you and them, and then you wrap around and get them really quick. It's almost like if you ever caught lizards when you were a kid, if you grew up down here in South Florida, you could catch lizards the exact same way. So we're just gonna go super duper slow along here, keep our eyes peeled, and hopefully find these things. This is the perfect environment for them. Probably one of my favorite things about rolling through the mangrove trees like this really slowly is just getting to see all the wildlife that calls this ecosystem home. I've done this countless times, and I've seen raccoons, all different species of birds, obviously all the little tiny fish, baby snook, baby tarpon, baby redfish. They all come up in the ecosystem of the mangrove trees as an estuary. They grow up in here. Actually, I think I just saw a crab right there, but these are things you would never see if you were just going by quickly in a boat. But when you take the time to go slow, which we're kind of forced to do right now to catch crabs, you get to see everything that lives in these trees. And I just think it's super cool. A lot of people go out and they think it's a chore to catch bait for the day. But if you take the time to appreciate it, and you could also learn something as you're catching bait, I just think it's a lot of fun. Sometimes catching bait is one of my favorite parts of the day. All right, I just spotted the first crab here, and what's nice is the water's really shallow. We have a super low tide. So I'm actually gonna climb out of the boat to be as stealth as possible. So check this out. I'm gonna try to explain this as I do it. On the other side of this limb is a crab. I can see his legs. He thinks he's hiding from me, but I can see him. So I found the best technique to get them is a very, very rapid movement and wrap my hand around the tree and like one quick swoop to get them. If you diddle daddle and you go slowly, they're just gonna climb up the tree or go into the water and they'll get away. That is what we're looking for right there. Mangrove tree crab. They're all in these mangrove trees. Once you get an eye for them, you can really find them good and notice how many there are. Once you know what you're looking for, basically, you'll never not see them again. All right, here's a different situation right here. This guy, it's actually two of them. They're pretty high up in the tree, so I'm gonna see how I can manage this. There's 3? Oh yeah, see him. If I can get 2 out of the 3, we'll be chilling. There's 1. Yeah, I see him. He's gonna be hard to get. Oh, he freaking crawled on my leg, look at that. He thought I was a tree. He feels so weird. Ah, he just fell in the water. Yeah, I got him. Wow, okay. Holy moly. There was 3 crabs on that tree and we nailed all 3 of them. I just said to Trent, if we got 2 out of the 3, we'd be chilling, but we got all 3. Hell yeah, dude. Let's keep it going. We're on a streak. That is sheepshead black drum candy. My buddy Trent's with me today and he was just asking, do the sheepshead have the ability to eat these because of the teeth? And that is the case. I don't know if they've evolved that way over how many thousands of years, and they are designed to eat crustaceans. So they really, really like mangrove tree crabs, shrimp. They even eat like barnacles. You see them a lot of times on the pilings, and that's where we're gonna look for them today. All right, so we're about to be done catching these crabs, but we just found a tree with a little colony of like 4 of them. I'm gonna do my best impersonation of me as a little kid and climb up there and see if I can catch them. I definitely should have went into sports mode with the croc. Do you see them by chance?
Yeah, they're on the other side.
But they're close to me?
Yeah.
All right, Trent's telling me he's right on the other side of this branch, but this branch is kind of thick and I can't see him, so I don't know if I should take a blind swipe. All right, you see this branch that's coming out right here?
It's literally 2 inches down and to the right. Just right where your fist was. Just right there. Right there by your foot.
I know. Got him. All right, we got one. Little sheepshead gold right here. That's a wrap on catching crabs for now. We're gonna get this guy in the bucket. Let's go see if we can find a giant sheepshead. So contrary to what a lot of people might think, sheepshead are actually very intelligent once they reach a certain size. And the ones that we're targeting today are absolute giants. I never see sheepshead in these canals that we're in that are under 20 inches. So they are very, very smart. In order to try to combat their intelligence, we're gonna try to downsize everything that we do today and be as finesse as possible. So I got one of the little crabs that we caught. There's a size 1 little beak hook that I put right in the side of him. 15-pound fluorocarbon leader, which is very light because we're fishing for these fish near structure, barnacles, oysters, pilings, stuff like that. I'm throwing a little lightweight setup, 2500 size reel, little 7.6 medium light rod with 10-pound braid. It's very, very finesse, but that's what you have to do to try to fool these fish. They're highly pressured in this area, and I think they're pretty old. They're long living fish, and I think they're very, very smart in here. So let's see, let's try to make it happen. We're gonna come along this canal really, really slowly, use the trolling motor, and try to find them sitting under these docks, and then pitch the crab in there, and hopefully they eat. There's one, look. See him feeding right there? He's black and white. There's another one right there on the front side. That one's actually coming up to me. 2 docks in, already spotted 2 fish. But like I said, they are smart. You're not just gonna cast and they eat right away. I would be shocked if that happened. Really gotta put in the time and the effort. He's on that far piling. Okay, my crab's actually drifting down nicely to where he is. Nope, he didn't want anything to do with it, dude. They're so weird, man. Here's another nice one to the right. See him? Scared him. Dog. I'm telling you, bro, they're ridiculously smart. Now, there's a couple hanging here. I might just let the crab sit for a second. We just had a fish. I don't know if it was a sheep or if it was something else, but it felt like a sheep. It felt very heavy. Well, just like that, it is now day 2 of this backyard mission. Unfortunately, yesterday's trip got cut a little bit short because we went to switch out of that canal, and lo and behold, I had a dead battery. But it's all good. We got the battery swapped out, so the boat is good to go. We're about to hop in the Ginu, get back in these canals, and fingers crossed these sheepshead are willing to cooperate today. It's a little bit chilly out here, so I got a sweater on, but let's see. There's a good chance that has the fish fired up. We got some crabs left over. Let's get out there and hopefully get on some fish. Well, it was feeling pretty cold, and then the sun came out and it warmed up rapidly. So that is South Florida at its finest, but we just made it to a canal. Got the same rig as yesterday, little live crab on, split shot. Let's see, man. I hope we can find some sheepshead today, and I hope they're willing to eat. I think I just had a sheepshead eat it. Yep, we're hooked up. It's a good one. Got a little baby hook on here like you guys saw. Oh, I told y'all sheepshead fight, man. When they're the right size, they tussle. Come on, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. Switching my rod angles so he doesn't get me in the structure. Fishing in these canals is like such tight quarters. I don't want to bump into anybody's dock or any boats or anything like that. I also don't have a landing net with me, so this is going to be interesting by myself how I'm going to get this fish up. I'm going to let him tire himself out. Woo! This is definitely one of the fish that I wanted to catch here in my neighborhood. Very cool. Very nice one. Not my biggest ever, not the state record, but a great first fish. We can get him up all the way. Whoa. Telling you, these things fight so hard, man. Nobody gives them the credit for being hard fighters. Come on, Bubba, you're done. Stay hooked here. Oh no, it's got a weird angle here. Stay hooked, stay hooked. Let's just boat land him. There we go, we got him. Woo, good fish. Very good fish. Check this dude out. I'm not even gonna measure him, I'm gonna let him go. I was contemplating taking some home to eat, but this is a nice one. I'm gonna let this one live. It's probably about an 18-inch fish. I've caught enough to know without measuring them how big they really are usually, but oh, hook just came out right there. Man, what a sick little fish. Hard fight, man. You guys saw that. That was impressive. Check him out. You can see his teeth right here. That is the notorious characteristic of a sheepshead. They have these gnarly teeth, and that is what allows them to crush on these crabs and barnacles and oysters. And the teeth actually go way back in their mouth, which is really cool. They have crushers all the way lining basically their whole mouth and throat. I'm gonna get them back in the water and we're gonna get another crab on, see if we can get some more. Ready, dude? It's a nice fish, man. 3, 4, 5 pounder, something like that. Give him a little revival. Right down she goes. Pretty sick, man. That was awesome. Tight quarters, hard fight. I got to actually watch that fish eat the bait. Right as he was coming up to it, there was a jack crevalle there too, and I was really hoping the sheepshead was gonna beat the jack to the punch, and sure enough it did. We got him to the boat. Pretty sick. Great first fish for the video. Let's see what else we can find. Got another little crab here. Gonna hook this guy up. Filming by myself today, so hopefully this is all coming out okay for you guys to see, but check it out. Perfect little sheepshead bait. That fish actually came out from underneath of this jet ski floating dock, and I didn't even see him. I just pitched under there, just kind of hoping maybe there was something under there that would come out and follow the bait, and that's exactly what happened. So maybe I might try that a little bit more, pitching into like blind areas where I think there might be a sheepshead staged. So let's keep it going. This is the dead end of this canal, and I almost didn't come back here thinking I didn't see much fish on this canal. There's probably not going to be anything back here, but that's a good lesson for me, you know, like you never know where there's going to be a fish, and just goes to show you got to check everything. 'Cause anything can be holding fish. You really never know. So that's good. I'm going to apply that lesson to the rest of this day and see what else we can find. Alrighty, well, I was trying to keep it down there because there's some dogs in these canals and I don't like disturbing them. And I found a sheepshead finally after it's been hours since I caught that first one. And I cast it under there and I kind of spooked the sheepshead, and then I was letting the crab sit there and it got picked up, but not by a sheepshead. It's a new fish, so let me show you guys what this is. This is a Mayan cichlid, highly invasive fish from the Amazon actually. And these are freshwater fish, so that's how I know I'm fishing in some brackish water, because they can't really survive in pure salt water. But this is a pretty good size one. They're actually very good eating, just like a sheepshead, but I don't plan on keeping this guy. I'm gonna let him go. They are very invasive, and these are great baits for snook. If you ever find yourself fishing in like a spillway or even just pure freshwater or brackish water, this is an amazing snook bait. But we'll let this little dude go and then hopefully get back on a sheepshead. I'm trying to catch sheepshead. There was one under there. That's a Mayan cichlid. Yeah. He beat the sheepshead to it. Gotta love it when I'm going through these canals and the homeowners are so friendly, ask me what I'm catching and what I'm fishing for, and that's just cool, man. You know, you hear a lot about like quote unquote Karens, or like people that get pissed if you're fishing on their property or in their backyard, but it's just nice to see good people that just are happy to see you're out on the water enjoying yourself. So not the targeted species. Let's get back in there. Hopefully we can get a sheep this time. I got a nice sheep. Whoa. Oh my God, he smoked that thing. Oh my God. I hope I can keep this one on. This is gonna be tricky with these boats and everything right here. Oh my Lord. That was freaking so epic. Oh no, he's got me on a stick. Trying to pull him free, he's got me on this freaking stick. Oh no. This is not good. This is not good. Trying to see how he's stuck there. Oh. Well, I have just gone probably 2.5 hours without seeing a sheepshead. I was about to call it a day. This is one of the last canals I was planning on trying. I look over. There was a piece of structure in the water. I don't even know what it was. Maybe like a sunken boat or something. There's a sheepshead right there. I drop my crab down. The second he sees it, he just shoots right over and crushes it. It was so aggressive. I set into him. As you guys saw, I had him on there for a little while, but I was in this little tiny narrow part of this canal, and there was 2 boats next to me, so I was making sure I didn't bump into the boats. Simultaneously, the sheepshead wrapped me around a tree, and I'm looking at him clear as day. I don't know if he picks up on camera, and I'm trying to get him unwrapped from the tree, and he broke off. I have 15-pound leader, which is super light stuff, but it's necessary to get the bite. Super unfortunate right there, but it's all good. It was nice to fight that fish. That thing was strong. Let's get back to it. I think we might try a little bit longer today. If we don't get anything else today, we'll try again tomorrow. All right, y'all, we are back, sticking with the backyard mission here. I lost that really nice sheepshead at the end of the day last time we were out. So that was kind of unfortunate, and I do think we could potentially catch some more sheepshead, but they're really just not as prevalent as I was hoping they were gonna be this time of year. So we're gonna switch up the game plan. We're gonna do a little bit of tarpon fishing today. We're still very close to where I live, a short boat ride away, so I'm still calling this my neighborhood. We have a well full of black mullet. We spent the entire morning throwing the cast net, got a bunch of perfect baits in here. My good buddy Trent is behind the camera, and he has never caught a tarpon before, so hopefully the goal is to put him on his first tarpon. These are some of my favorite fish of all time. I grew up fishing for them, and the fact that they live right here in my neighborhood is super exciting, so let's get after it. So for these tarpon, what we're gonna do to try to locate them is we're gonna troll some mullet around. Here's one of the mullet that we got in the cast net. Perfect black mullet, about 9-10 inches. Put a 7/0 circle hook right in its face like that. Got a 50-pound leader.
and a little casting rod right here. It's actually kind of a heavy setup, but it's perfect for these tarpon. We got sort of a basin right here. There's a marina, bunch of deep water, and this should be a great area to find some tarpon. I find them here all the time this time of year, so let's get this thing behind the boat. It's gonna be acting all frantic, all sporadic. Should catch the attention of a big fish in the area. Hopefully they eat. Oh. Nice tarpon just rolled in front of the boat. A nice one. Yep, he's on it. Whew. Just trying to get him. That's multiple fish. That is so sick. There's a nice tarpon on me, guys. Trying to get the bait. Trying so hard to get it. It's kind of a big bait for these fish. These are probably 20, 25 pound fish. Come on. Might have got it that time. Nope, still didn't get it. How is that possible? Some manatee behind the boat. Freaking chaos. Oh my God, the amount of times this mullet just got popped out of the water and didn't get eaten. It's unbelievable. That's tarpon fishing at its finest right there. Oh, that's a nice fish. That was a big fish. That's a big fish. They just can't get it. It's pretty funny, y'all. We've had probably 15, 20 blow-ups on this same mullet, and not a single fish has actually been able to get it down, which is crazy, but it's a good sized bait, I won't lie. You guys saw it up close and personal. I mean, it's nothing these tarpon can't inhale. They're just kind of being finicky, if you ask me. They're not actually eating, they're just popping it. They could just be hitting it out of aggression, not really wanting to get it down. It's hard to say. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Somebody get it, somebody get him. They blasted it off my freaking hook. That mullet probably got hit about 20 times total. I finally just had a fish crush it, and he blasted the bait right off the hook. Let me grab another bait real quick. I think that fish got it, I don't know. Oh my God, freaking boils. Dude, that's a giant. These fish are so aggressive, but they're not actually eating the bait. And I know they can engulf these baits in one shot, no problem. So I don't know what this behavior is all about. All right, y'all, this is my boy Trent. We got a bait on for him. We're gonna start trolling around. I had a couple bites, but just haven't been able to stick a fish, so Trent's got a rod out. I got my rod right here. We're gonna troll, see what happens. Come on, get it. That one got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Oh, it's a little baby. All right, we're finally hooked up on probably the smallest tarpon I've seen all day. He's coming straight for the boat here. Little baby munchkin. Oh my gosh. All right, it's a start though. We still got about 45 minutes of daylight, I think. Look at this little baby. So small. This might be the smallest one I've ever even got at this spot. Little baby boy. Cute fish though. Let's get the hook out of this guy. Of course we hooked this one solid. All the 40, 50, 60 pounders we couldn't get a hook in. I told you a big, whoa, careful Bubba. These things are so freaking athletic. Whoa. I told you that a baby tarpon can eat a big mullet. This was not a small mullet. All the mullet in the well are decent size. At least 8, 9 inches. All right, little baby tarpon. Absolute munchkin. What's nice is in these backwaters, they kind of get like a goldish green tint to them, which is really, really beautiful. Plus we got that sunset hour coming up, so absolutely gorgeous. This is a tiny fish. They grow up upwards of 200 pounds. I think even the record might be close to 300, so let's get this guy back. Just give him a little revival. Right here by the tail. Oh. Kicked off strong. Let's get a couple more baits in because I want Trent to get his first and I would like to upgrade to a bigger one. Let's see what happens. That on you or me? Oh, dude, you had that fish on. Real. What the hell was that? All right, leave it. There's a big fish right here, bro. Dude, you had that fish on for a second, or something happened there. I don't know what that was.
He took it.
He took your line, and why
He
didn't?
took it and then zoomed and then it fell out.
Did you feel it though?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he took it.
You gotta close up, and when he takes it like that, Trent just lost a unit. I hope you guys saw that thing jumping back there. That was wild.
Unfortunately, those big silver kings got the better of us on day 3. But you know I couldn't complete the backyard mission without fishing with my neighbor, young Kyler. So he picked me up the next day right from my dock, and we were off to get some redemption on these tarpon.
All right, young Kai's got a bait out. I'm putting one out as well. We're in Kyler's boat today, so we're not on the Ginu. Let's see what happens, man. Probably got about 2.5 hours. We waited till Kyler got off of school. So, let's see. Let's get a big fish. Same as yesterday, going straight behind the boat with these baits. We're gonna troll them around, try to capture the attention of a big predatory tarpon. Hopefully they eat. Mine too. Oh, fish on me.
Oh my god.
No, he doesn't have it. Oh yeah, he does. Whoa, good fish on. Back off on the drag a little bit. Oh baby, only got a 50-pound leader. Let's go. That did not take long, huh, Kai? I'm gonna go up to the front of the boat. Kyler's driving, playing captain. Gotta keep her. Got a spectator behind us. Gotta keep a low rod tip here. Got big mega yachts all around us. Pretty loose on the drag just so I don't lose this fish. I don't know if you guys can tell, every time he jumps, I bow. Straight in front of me. Woo! There's a nice fish, probably 40-pounder or so. He's coming right out here into the middle, which is good. He's already taken about 5 jumps. Hopefully those picked up on camera for you guys to see. Oh, maybe he's 30 pounds. It's right next to the boat. Keep my drag relatively loose. These tarpon have very abrasive mouths. I don't think I talked about it yesterday. For those of you that don't know, they can fray up your leader pretty good, just like a snook can. And you know, that's why we use a relatively heavy leader. We're trying to get the bite, so we're not going super heavy. Typically, we like 80 pound. Today we're rocking 50, and that did not take long. Oh, nice jump. Hey, listen, I think it's in 2, so you got to go into 1.
How do I see if
How do you what?
How do I see if it's in 1 or not?
So funny how yesterday yesterday Trent and I come out here. We probably had freaking close to 50 bites and the fish just couldn't get the bait in their mouth. And then this one, first of the day, absolutely inhales it. It's freaking hilarious. These tarpon are such a trip, man. So every single day that you fish for them is so unique. He's doing what I call dogging right now, so he's going deep. Got some relatively deep water right here, so he can use that to his advantage. He did a bunch of jumps though, which is sick. Look at my dog Kyler's driving the boat and holding the camera. What a beast. Yeah, this fish is right, trying to hug right under the boat. I just want to make sure my line does not touch that prop. That's the only thing I got to really worry about out here. That fish is really staying low. Just taking my time here. We've already put in hours and hours to get this bite, so I don't want to really rush the fish to the boat. Pulling some drag. Let's go, baby. Oh, fish just ate right behind us. So Kyler and I might have a good afternoon. I'd say one of the coolest things about this spot is I've been coming here since I was Kyler's age. Kyler's 16. He's coming up, Kai. And what's nice is where he and I live right now, we live on the same canal right across the street from each other. We have conversations in our backyards literally across the canal. And this is just like a short boat ride away from where we live. So it's pretty cool. It's our local waters. A lot of people that live where we live don't think there's much fish around, but they're around. You just gotta put in the time to find them. All right, here he comes. Nice fish. Maybe 30 pounder, something like that. Shout out to Kyler again for just operating the camera and the boat at the same time. This kid's dialed in. So what I'm gonna do to make this safe for everyone, I'm gonna go bail open in case he decides to take off. He doesn't get my rod. Stick my hand in his mouth. There we go. Nice fish. Oh, careful, Bubba. Caught fish for sure right here. Let's get this hook out and get him revived. Right in the corner of the jaw. Should pop out nicely. He was hooked good. There we go. So right now Kyler's gonna put the boat in gear. I got this fish right here. This is probably a 35 to 40 pound fish if I had to guess now. Maybe even a little bigger. Maybe 40, 45. Now that I got her up close. Good fish, lots of energy. I'm just holding her. We're gonna revive her. We're getting all the lactic acid out of her muscles just by holding her here. This fish is so beautiful. Silver and gold, these big metallic-like scales, big eyeball, gives it a great ability to see and hunt. It's an absolute beautiful fish. She's almost ready to go here. Just taking our time with the release. Really wanted to catch a nice tarpon in this video for you guys to see, and mission accomplished. This fish is about ready here. Just biting down on my thumb. Got the current rushing through her gills. About to send her off here in a second. There she goes, right down to the depths. Oh, young Kyler. He just put a bait on right this second. We're going right through that same zone where I just caught that fish, and I want Kyler to get one now. This is first day of winter break, so let's start it off right. Fish going hard on Kyler's bait right now. A lot of what happened yesterday was that fish blowing it up but not actually getting it. Which is why I was so surprised that first fish got it so well. That one got him. Longer.
Ate it off the hook.
How do you feel, buddy? What happened there?
He robbed me.
He robbed you?
Sucked it right off the hook.
That can happen. That tarpon hit it aggressively and just got the mullet right off the hook. Kai's grabbing another bait. He's gonna try again.
Silver Daddy.
Silver Daddy. Kyler's got a fish on him. Got it? Wait, Guy, wait! I'm gonna tell you guys what not to do. You see this face? Kyler hit that fish way too quick. Wait till 5, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you close up. And that's why Kyle lost that fish. I thought I taught him better than that. No.
Expensive ass circle hook.
No, it's nothing to do except for you hit him way too quick. Let me show you how it's done. It was less than 2 seconds, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm dead serious.
Man, I got excited.
Hey, you gotta chill. I'm like trying to tell you. You tried to open the bail back up too. Young Kyler lost that tarpon. He's 0 for 2.
The other one took the bait.
All right, he's 0 for 1. I'm gonna show him how long to let him eat for. Not that I'm any better. Yesterday my ratio was terrible. But he just got too excited, which is highly understandable. I mean, it's tarpon fishing, it's exciting. It's especially this style, it's right on the surface. Let's see. There's a lot of fish here, so we're just gonna take turns for now and He'll get another opportunity in a minute. These fish aren't going anywhere. The weird streak continues. We caught one fish instantaneously, and then we've been on a little bit of a grind for the past hour and a half or so, maybe 2 hours. Yeah, that's that curse. The first cast curse. Kyler's right. There we go. Big fish, dude.
Did you get it?
Nope. Oh my God, that was a big fish. Big fish. Oh, baby, don't do me like that. That's on you? Yep. Oh, small. Still, that's nice. You got it, right? Hit him. Got him? Oh, Kyler and I just had some good action. I had a really big fish come up. Then Kyler just had a double back bait with a tarpon. His tarpon wasn't giant, but it would have been nice. He's fishing a big bait. That's part of the problem, possibly. But, whew, man, that was some good action. We kind of went on a little bit of a lull there for a bit, and that was very promising. Sun's going down, so we're really cutting it here with time. But let's see what happens, man. I don't think I'm gonna have another opportunity to come back out here before I want to put this video out for you guys, so we're really trying to get one more fish. This is crazy. Kyler decided to fish a dead bait. I didn't even like have any faith in it at all, so I put another live bait on and did not take long, and he's 8. That's crazy. Good work, dude. Let's close the day out with this fish right here. He was just fishing the head of a mullet. You can actually see it right there. Whoa. That's sick, man. I'm glad this kid got a fish. It's kind of been a tough couple hours.
Cutie patootie.
Cutie patootie. Good work, dude. Show this little guy off and get him back in the drink. Whoa. Be careful, man.
What do you mean? He jumped.
Be careful, brother. All right, 3rd time's a charm. Hold him like a man. Oh, Jesus. Alright, 4th time's a charm, maybe? Stick your hand in his mouth like a G.
I have it in his mouth.
Alright, there you go. There we go. Little backyard mission was a success. Kyler polishing off the day with a nice little 4 or 5 pound tarpon. Ate the mullet head. This is a great technique to catch really big tarpon if they're being finicky. We weren't really getting them on the live bait, so he tried it out. Didn't take long, got rewarded. Pretty fish, man. Get him back, dude.
Oh, please don't, please don't. Oh, there you go.
Perfect. Sweet, bro. Fun day. Well, that is a wrap on this backyard mission. I think it was a success. I really wanted to come out here and prove to you all, no matter where you're at, if you just get out there and put in some time and effort, there are always nice fish to be caught. A little bit different style video than I normally do, but I hope you all enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. I have a bunch of projects that I'm working on right now, and I don't want you to miss any of it. So thanks again so much for clicking on the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, take care and tight lines.